Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Deception. I talk about the New York Football Giants so that you don't have to. And man, it's rough out here. Let's get into today's topic, which is, there is no topic. The topic, honestly, the topic of this video is really just me going to be rambling about how much I've just disliked looking at Giants news recently and just have literally felt disgusted every time I've tried to look at certain topics of things to cover on this channel to keep the fans informed. And I just see all these other channels just doing these rapid fire fucking videos about just utter fucking nonsense that has no basis in reality. Yesterday it was, Giants trying to get, Matt Stafford, giving him a $55 million contract for 2 years, bring him in here to be the mentor for the quarterback that we're looking at getting in this draft. Well, that never fucking happened. And I'm not even gonna talk about whether or not I was even for the Stafford trade. It's not happening, so there's no reason to really give my opinion about it other than the fact that it seemed like the Giants gave him everything that he wanted. He gave the reports were they matched the money that he was asking for. They matched the trade compensation that the Rams were asking for. And for whatever reason, Stafford just didn't want to come here. He'd rather go back to the Rams, and who could blame him? And this goes back to the post that the only Giants player that I'm actually, interested in hearing, their opinions is Lawrence Tynes. And Lawrence Tynes said something of the, of the effect of, the Giants are a middle-aged, recently divorced, overweight man that's starting to take Ozempic and wearing skinny jeans trying to attract QBs. And that's, I couldn't have put it in a better phrase myself, because that's literally exactly what the Giants are at this point, where nobody wants to play here. No quarterback wants to come here, because no matter what the Giants do, it's like the opposite of the Midas touch, where if everything he touched turned to gold, where everything the Giants touch literally turns to shit. And so I don't blame any quarterback for not wanting to put their career in jeopardy by literally putting their career in the hands of someone like Brian Daboll or Joe Schoen. I don't blame them at all. But like I said, it was Matthew Stafford yesterday, and now today all we're hearing is that the Giants are heavily interested in getting Aaron Rodgers. And that's what broke me. I wasn't really even going to make a video until there was actually like a real topic of conversation. But the fact that the Giants, if this is true, and it seems like it is, just looking at all the reports coming out from several different reporters and journalists in the league, that the Giants are heavily interested in Aaron Rodgers, and that Aaron Rodgers has been in contact with the New York Giants and talking about, hey, if he comes over here, he's going to want Davante Adams, which is just, man, I don't understand what would be in the, I don't understand the rationale, the mindset of Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll for wanting to bring in someone like Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if they've even watched the same team that plays in our same stadium, the New York Jets, and what they've went through the last 2 years with Aaron Rodgers, and what the Green Bay Packers went through with him the last few years he was there with them. Aaron Rodgers, I don't care what his presumed talent level is, and I know he's a talented player. He's very naturally gifted. No one can argue that, but he's not the same player that he was not even 2-3 years ago. He's not the same player. And the one thing that I don't like above anything else, even just putting his talent level aside, is his fucking attitude. I don't want to have someone like Aaron Rodgers come into the New York Giants, especially if we're going to be presumably drafting a quarterback in the first round of this draft this year. I don't want that quarterback learning from Aaron Rodgers. I think he's a cancer to the locker room. I think he's a cancer to a team. I've seen that motherfucker throw up so many fucking bitch fits by him throwing incomplete passes, throwing passes over guys' heads, throwing balls into the dirt, and that he has the fucking gall to throw his hands up in the air and go, dude's a fucking child, man. I don't care how talented he is. I don't even care if he even has a few good years left and we're able to get him at a good contract. That's not worth fucking selling your soul for. And Aaron Rodgers is literally a fucking soul sucker in a locker room. He's a soul sucker for a team. And I do not want to watch him play for the New York Giants. I don't want to watch him mentor an impressionable young man coming into the league, having to sit behind somebody that's literally been nothing but about himself his entire fucking career. And he's not even on the Giants yet. And this is presumed that he's even going to be on the Giants. I pray to God he's not going to be on the Giants. But if he is, he's already making demands that the Giants are going to have to trade the Jets for Davante Adams. And I don't understand why we can't look at what that same pairing did on the New York Jets, a team that undoubtedly has a better roster than the Giants. They had better weapons than the Giants. They had a better defense than the Giants. Probably a better offensive line than the Giants, especially after Andrew Thomas went down. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going through the fucking minds of these people in leadership positions for the team that I've loved so deeply for my entire life. Been through them through the highs, through the lows, but you can't have hope when there's literally fucking retards driving the ship, because we've already hit 2 fucking icebergs and they're saying, trust me, bro, this year it's going to be different. Trust me, we have a plan. Trust me, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's all fucking bullshit. These guys are literally making it up as they go along. It was all their eggs were in the Matt Stafford basket. And then when that went away, now they're putting all their eggs in the fucking Aaron Rodgers basket. And then Lord knows they're going to try to give him everything that he fucking wants. Man, I don't know. And it's so unfortunate, because I do love making videos for this team. I do love talking about this team. I do love talking this team up. I love talking shit to our divisional rivals. But as a Giants fan, as fun as it is to talk shit, I have no place in our division to say anything towards the Commanders, towards the fucking Eagles, who literally just won a Super Bowl with our best player that we just let walk out the fucking building. We knew we weren't going to fucking sign him, and yet we just let him walk out into free agency when we know that one of the teams in our division is in his hometown in a place that he would love to play. Get the fuck out of here. The Giants are literally a joke. A joke. And we're, a week away from free agency, and the Giants are going to be, at the bottom of the ship, trying to plug up all the fucking leaks that they can. But the thing is, they never build any depth. So they see, oh, we might need another fucking corner. So you might go get a corner in free agency. You might go get a guard in free agency. But that's what they do this every fucking year. They're going to go get a player in free agency. They're going to fill a position of need, but then they're going to neglect that position in the following draft. They're not going to build up any kind of depth. They're not going to bring in young players, bring in players in free agency, some veterans, and then draft players in the same position, young guys that come in the draft where they can sit and learn from those veterans for a year or two before they're actually thrown out onto the field. They don't do that. I have no faith in this team. I have no faith in this ownership. I have no faith in the leadership. I don't even have faith in the players. I don't have faith that Andrew Thomas can stay healthy. I don't have faith that we're going to figure it out and somehow magically get a quarterback in here that's somehow a culture builder that's going to lead our team to any kind of success during the season. I have no faith in our defense. I have no faith in our secondary. I have no faith that we're going to be able to reinforce the defensive line and give Dexter Lawrence some kind of help. But no, we had to go get fucking Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau and have these fucking guys that look like fucking toothpicks out there that get, pushed out of the way, and all they do is rely on their speed, but have literally zero fucking strength, zero fucking power to their game. You might see it once in a while. You might see it once every 6 weeks, but that's literally about it. This team needs fucking Jesus. That's what it needs. That's what it needs. And this is, for me, just more or less just a therapy session, because I don't know. we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens going into free agency. We're gonna see the deals that are gonna be made. We're gonna see the players brought in. But is any of it gonna make a difference? I don't think so. If you went to a restaurant 2 times and you got food poisoning both times you went there, would you trust that the third time is somehow going to be different, that you're not going to be shitting your pants at 3 a.m. that same night? I'm looking around the league and I'm seeing all these other teams, especially teams in our division, really excited about free agency. Oh, how are we going to get better? It's literally like kids on Christmas morning wondering what presents they got. Meanwhile, Giants fans here in Giants land, we're literally sitting in rags, just not even hoping for anything. The best case scenario is dad doesn't get drunk and beat us on Christmas. That's what we're hoping for. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here because this video is already longer than it needs to be. Appreciate you guys stopping into the channel and checking it out, and stay posted, because this free agency and going into the season and the draft, I'm gonna have a lot to say about this team. I'm gonna have a lot to say about ownership. I'm gonna have a lot to say about leadership, and hopefully you guys are here to check it out. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.